Fedora based off of Red Hat. Let's check the Wayback Machine. All right, this is from www.fedora.us/fedora.html, February 19th, 2003. This is the proposed synopsis that the Fedora Linux Project gave to the Red Hat Linux Project. Synopsis. Fedora is a community project to ease publishing and delivery of third-party software on the Red Hat platform. A community of package maintainers maintains a central repository which is mirrored around the world and accessible via apt-get and Synaptic before they change their packaging system. Through simple modifications, apt-get will become easier to use and more fault-tolerant, while more evenly distributing downloads across the mirrors. Ultimately, Fedora will make Red Hat Linux much easier to use for normal people because software installation / maintenance will no longer be a daunting task. All right. Pause it so I can go to the next page because I got a bunch up here. All righty. This is http fedora.redhat.com, June 12th, 2004. Download. Another objective of the Fedora project is to be widely available and freely redistributable. Each release of Fedora Core will be available for free download via FTP and other distribution mechanisms, summary, for example, BitTorrent. Anyone interested in using, developing, testing, or evaluating Fedora Core is encouraged to download the latest version or the latest test release if available and try it. Now, this is right after FC2 came out, Fedora Core 2. Down to the next one, the new name. The Red Hat Linux Project, as this used to be called, is merging with Fedora Linux Project. We had so many common goals that to work apart would be a waste of effort. We have months of effort before we can have a unified infrastructure, so we still have two different websites. Two sets of documentation and so forth. But we will be unifying our work over time. Red Hat would like to thank Fedora Linux Project developers for proposing the merger and committing time to make the merger a reality. Okay. Here, when Fedora Core 2 came out, Fedora Core 1's already out. It came from Fedora.us and merged and became Fedora.redhat.com. And where did I find the download page at? Click on it again. Fedora.redhat.com. So at this point, when they merged, before then, Fedora was unifying third-party packages, from what I'm getting from this, and making them easier on the Red Hat Linux distribution. Could be wrong on that. But they merged, and what I'm getting from this is that they merged in the very beginning. They were pulling from the Red Hat repositories, and then they made their own repositories, maintaining them, and started developing. So, 2005, I would say Fedora was no longer based on Red Hat at that point. So in the beginning, yes, it was based off of Red Hat. Then very quickly it became its own thing. Even with the Fedora Core name that it had up until, oh God, 8, 10, who knows, I don't remember. And then it switched over to Fedora. So people that are still think Fedora is based off of Red Hat, they're wrong. It used to be 20 years ago. It's been a long time. 20 years? People still can't get things right. All right. Anywho, I figured I'd just bring that out because I've just seen a couple of videos. One guy saying Fedora's based on Red Hat. The other guy's been doing it for over 20 years. He says it's not. And I don't remember if he said it used to be or not. He probably did. Kent's usually pretty good about that. I'll throw his name out there because Kent's usually right about a lot of things. But anyways, I figured I figured I'd just throw this out there because don't always take these big YouTube channels at what they're saying. Listen to what they say, but do the research yourself. Because there's a lot of misinformation that these guys do. There's one guy on a channel who's been using Linux for 3 years or less, and he thinks he comes across like he knows everything, which he doesn't. Let me tell you, if I could sit in the room with him, yeah. Anyways, a little frustrating, but I thought I'd throw out this quick short video. Y'all stay safe and have a good time. Go drink some beer or wine or something. Take it easy. I'm out of here.